What's going on, guys? It's Trent here with the Thrifty Pickerz, and I am super excited to be on here tonight with you guys. I know there's a lot of you that have been asking questions, a few questions about what the problems that I've been facing with my eBay store, and I wanted to get on here and kind of go over this with you for a little while and just kind of show you some of the ways to get around the problems and how to fix the problems and how to just capitalize on what you've got going with whatever you're doing right now. So, yeah, here we go. Give me just a second and let me get my comments pulled up here so I can see who all's joined in and I can talk with everybody. So give me just a second. Let me see here. All right. And Harry Tornado is live right now too. He's got 207 people watching him. So, what's going on, James? You doing all right, buddy? It's good to have you in the show tonight. This is only going to last probably 45 minutes or so, something like that, maybe an hour. Just depends on kind of what all we're talking about. But yeah, give me just a second. I'm trying to figure out how to get my YouTube here pulled up and see if it will. Yeah, here it is. Give me just a second. I'm trying to figure out how to get my YouTube here pulled up. All right. That's good. I'm glad you're doing good. How's your wife and everybody doing? Man, that's I got on your live last night and I hung out as long as I could, but I was exhausted. I was tired and I ended up falling asleep on you. But yeah, man, I enjoyed last night. Last night was a good time, man. Uh, hey, Nikki T, how you doing, girl? It's good to see you in the chat with us tonight. We've got a couple things we're going to talk about. We're going to go over and just to kind of help everybody out. I know there's been a lot of people that's had a few sales that's just like their sales aren't really uh, as they should be. And I've found a few things that have helped boost my sales. And I just wanted to share that with everybody. That way, maybe it'll help you out. Maybe it'll help you make some more money. I know it's sure helped me out. So, what's up, Gary? How you doing, buddy? It's glad to have you in the chat tonight. Like I said, I'm not really very good at doing this kind of stuff, but I'm learning. So, you got to start somewhere. And I figured, why not jump in here and let's do it. Let's see here. My dad should be in here in just a few minutes. Let's see here. I don't really remember how to. Let's do it like this. Add moderator. Okay, Nikki T, you are now a moderator. Gary, you're now a moderator. And Storage Scavenger, you're already a moderator. There you go. Yeah. All right. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to put this right here in the chat. So if anybody wants to join me, just hit that button and we will discuss some of the things that's kind of slowed the eBay stores down, the Amazon stores, Facebook, Poshmark, Mercari, whatever it is that you sell on. So if anybody wants to join me, hit that button. Click that link and let's get started. So anyway, some of the things that I wanted to talk about. First of all, if you don't know who I am, my name is Trent, and I am married. I've been married for 20 years almost. It feels like 10, feels like 50 sometimes, just depending on the day. There's days that I want to strangle her, and then there's days that she wants to strangle me, I'm sure. And probably more of her strangling me than anything. But anyway, I'm married. I've got 2 kids. I've got a 17-year-old daughter and a 14-year-old son, and they are both fantastic children. I could not have asked for better kids. Um, Growing up, my daughter was an angel from the time she was born all the way up till now, and she's just now starting to get an attitude, and she's getting to where now I would kind of want to wring her neck sometimes, but she's always very polite. She's always very respectful. She just sometimes gets her little attitude, the teenage thing. And then my son, whenever he was growing up, he was a handful. He all the time was getting into stuff. And it's like no matter what we done or where we went, I was always trying to get onto him and trying to, stop that, get off the roof, stuff like that. And he all the time was getting into stuff. But he has mellowed out a lot since then, and he's grown up quite a bit, and I'm super excited for him. Yeah, marriage works that way sometimes. Except for Nikki T and Rev, they're pretty well cool all the time. Yeah, but well, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. We grew up to where if I got in trouble, I was corrected, and I carried that on with my kids. If my kids done something wrong, then I corrected them. Sometimes if they needed a swat, then we would swat them. Sometimes if they needed to be put in timeout, we would put them in timeout. Sometimes if they just needed a good stern talking to, then that's what we would do. But speaking of good stern talking tos, we have 2 dogs. We have 2 Chiweenies that live in our house with us. And the fat one is named Izzy, and the little skinny one is named Bella. And I do not have pictures of them dogs, but if I did, I would sure pop them up and let you see them. But I'll have to get you some pictures of my dogs. They're super cute. But the little one, whenever she was about 2 months old, 3 months old, my son was playing with her. You know how you take a baby and you throw the baby up and then they say, wee, and you catch the baby? Well, he was doing that with the dog, and he threw it up and missed. And whenever the dog hit the floor, it kind of, kind of made the dog not all there. So the dog now, whenever you get onto it, you have to lightly tap it to spat it, to spank it. Or you just give it a good stern talking to. Because if you actually spank the dog has seizures and kind of like goes all funny. I mean, it's scared me to death first time I swatted the dog, and the dog went all limp, and for an hour sat there, couldn't move, couldn't stand up, and I thought I done killed the poor dog. And come to find out, it was just terrified of getting a whooping. But anyway, Hemlock Lady Mercantile. Hello, girl. How you doing? It's good to have you on the show with us tonight. I hope you enjoy the content. But anyway, yeah, about us, we are married, got kids, and now we've got 2 dogs. We are resellers. We resell everything we can. And if it's not tied down and if it's got a decent price tag on it, I will just about sell it. Everything except for my wife and kids and my house. My house and land, everything I live on is paid off. I don't owe anybody anything. And that is always good. Always good. So anyway, yes, we sell on eBay. eBay is our #1 platform. We like selling on eBay because you don't have to pay to advertise. eBay is big enough that it advertises for you, because if you sell something, then eBay makes money. And that's one of the best things that we have found about selling on eBay and Amazon. I actually started up a store it was a Shopify store, and I went into my own I set my store up. I got all the products listed. I had everything set up, and then nobody was coming to my store and nobody was buying anything. And yet I had spent all this money and time on getting the store built and trying to get it all set up, and nobody was coming. Well, then you have to go to like Facebook ads and Google ads and YouTube ads, and then you got to pay for the Facebook ads, and you got to pay for the YouTube ads, and then you got to pay for the Google ads, and you got to pay, and you got to pay, and you got to pay, and it's just so much money and so much time that I decided there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way to sell stuff than having to pay so much money, because literally I was spending more money paying for ads to get one or two people to come to my store and buy something. And I would literally have 100 people come to my store and one or two people buy a product. So it was just too much. So we got out of that and we jumped over into eBay. And eBay so far has been fantastic. We love eBay so far. But that being said, we do face problems. We face quite a few problems whenever you're selling on eBay. Like, one of the biggest pet peeves that I have that I cannot stand is whenever you have an item for sale and you have somebody come in and they make an offer on it and then they never pay you. You accepted the offer, and yet you wait and you wait and you wait, and it says paid, awaiting payment. And you're like, man, just pay for the thing and I will ship it to you, because I've got things that I need to be doing other than waiting on you to pay for your item. So that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like squeezing the toothpaste. I can't stand somebody who squeezes the toothpaste. Roll it from the end. Get all of the toothpaste out of it. And always, always, always put the toilet lid back down. Simple as that. You're a grown man or a grown woman. You can put the toilet lid back down, right? It's not that hard. Anyway, yes, if they make an offer, then they at least ought to pay for the product. Yeah, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Another pet peeve I have is there's so many fees with eBay. It's unreal. I mean, you get the promoted fees, you got the seller fees, you got the monthly subscription. You have what else? You got the seller fees, you got the listing fees, promoted fees, and then the monthly subscription. And that's like 4 times more money than they should spend. They shouldn't have a subscription fee. They shouldn't have the listing fees. The listing fees should be free. It should be free to list, and it should be free to sell, other than your promotion. If you want it to promote your listing, then you should have to pay for that. I agree with that. But I mean, at least their promoted fees aren't as much as it could be. I mean, like Facebook ads, if you don't spend $20, $25 a day on Facebook ads, then you're not going to make any money on it, but with anything. But anyway, competition. There's a lot of competition out there on eBay. And one of the best ways that I've found so far to beat the competition is promotions. Do the promoted fees. It just depends on what you're selling, on how much your promoted fee is going to be. And like, I heard some guys talking the other day on one of the lives, and they were discussing, how much do you promote your fees? And one guy says 2%. I do everything at 2%. And that's fine if you want to sell it, once in a while. But if you're serious about selling your promotion, your product, then you need to promote it. You need to, it'll say suggested 6.7 or 4.3 or 2.9 or whatever the suggested fee is. You can click that and at least do that. That way it's promoted to the first page or the second page. Because if you're like me, 9 times out of 10, if I'm scrolling through looking for an item to buy I'm not going to make it to the second page. I will find something on the first page to buy. So you want to make sure your listing is on the first page if you can. And yeah, it's there's a lot to it, but it's one of them things to where you can make some money. You just got to know how. And that, I'm not saying I'm by far the best or nothing like that. I'm just saying that within the last 2 weeks, I went from selling, I don't know, I just started, so probably 5, 6 products a day to yesterday I shipped out 27 packages. And the problem I'm having now is my stock is getting low. I don't know if you can see or not, but if I would get out of the way, these shelves right here, they're all empty. The very last shelf has books on it, and then this shelf right here has a couple DVD players on it, and it's just the rest of them are empty. And over here, I mean, you can see I've got a few shoes sitting on the shelf, but that other shelf right here is empty. It's got clothes and stuff on top of it that I need to list. And but other than that, my inventory is kind of dwindled down because I've sold so much stuff, and I'm kind of getting nervous because I need to source some more. And the good thing is I've got a PayPal full of money that it's strictly for the business, and now I get to go out and source some more, which is always fun. I love sourcing. I love meeting new people. That's one of the biggest things with me. But anyway, let me do this. Let's put it right here. I don't know if it'll work in that one or not, so let's put it right here too. All right. Hi, Tim. How are you doing, buddy? It's good to see you in the chat with us tonight. Um, yeah, it's good to see you, bud. Yeah, one of the things that has kind of got me is where to source, because we like going to yard sales and thrift stores and estate sales and places like that. But you know, you're taking a gamble on whether or not you're going to find good stuff. And sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And that's just part of the reselling game, I guess. But there's got to be a way. There's got to be somewhere out there that you can go and you can buy products at a discounted price to turn around and resell. And I know you can get on like bulk.com, you can get on Wholesale Ninjas and places like that to where you can buy in bulk. And that's kind of what I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to buy in bulk, but the problem with buying pallets is everybody and their dogs is buying pallets now, and it's shooting the price of the pallets up to where you can't really make that much money. And it's just, it's one of them things to where I wish, you know, I wish it wasn't aired all over YouTube. But it is already aired all over YouTube. And that's one of the reasons why the prices have went up, is because everybody has found the videos on YouTube and kind of done that. But yeah, I ate too much for dinner too, Tim. I went to Sonic and got me a bacon double cheeseburger, and I finished that off with a large peanut butter cup blast. So my old gut's getting a little bit bigger, but you know what? It don't matter to me too much. My wife says she don't care, and don't tell her, but I'm not the only one that's getting a little bit bigger. Okay, you can tell her. No, she knows. I love her just the way she is. I live in a little town called Kountze, Texas. Kountze, Texas. It is way down south. It's if you know where Beaumont's at, then you should be able to find Kountze. So anyway, yeah, it's a little bitty rinky-dink town. There ain't much here. So breakfast for dinner, yeah, we do that quite a bit. We do that quite a bit. Um, do you find local thrift stores? Do you find a local thrift store that can help you score? Yes, actually, I do. I have a few local thrift stores that I shop at, and I try to source at them as much as I can. There's a few days a week that it's better than the others, and I try to go during that as soon as I can. Usually by the time that they're opening up their doors in the morning, I'm there waiting on them to open the doors, which is good. But anyway, now if anybody wants to jump on with me, you're more than welcome to. It would make this show go better, I think, if I had somebody to talk to. Cheese, grits, eggs, bacon, and toast. Oh man. Oh man, that sounds good. Other than the grits. I can't do the grits. I can do the eggs and the bacon and the toast though. That sounds pretty good. But yeah. Anyway, um, some of the best things about eBay is whenever you're listing is if you can create a better title than somebody else, then you can sell more. Usually the best way for me to do it is just kind of describe the item the best I can and try to make sure that everybody knows exactly if they were going to, if I were going to be going to look for the product, how would I look for it? I would try to make sure that everybody could see uh, the whatever it is that they're looking for. They can find that in the title. Now look, I just got done eating, and y'all keep talking about these eggs and bacon and these beef patties with homemade mac and cheese, and y'all sure enough gonna make me get fat, but that's okay. Y'all gonna make me hungry again. I'm gonna have to go eat supper again. But no, that's good. That sounds good. But no, I'm glad y'all joined me on the live chat. I appreciate it. You have no idea. Um, there's a lot of competition on eBay. One of the biggest concerns about selling on eBay is how do you beat the competition? And the best thing to do is just make sure you got good title, good keywords in your title, and make sure that everybody can find your product. If you can't, if nobody can find your product, then you're not going to sell it. You got to make sure it can be found and fairly easy, and make sure your price is right. Um, don't charge $1,000 for this cup of tea. It's just simple as that. Make sure that your prices are pretty well accurate. Do I use local apps to source as well? No, actually, I don't use local apps to source. And the reason is because I don't have any apps around here, any apps that will help me source around here as well. I mean, I shop on Facebook Marketplace some, and I really hadn't really found that a whole lot on Facebook. Usually the best deals I can find is usually at yard sales, and that's why I'm kind of a yard sale guru, I guess you could say. I love, eat, sleep, and breathe yard sales. I love yard sales, and I love everything about yard sales. I love the getting up early. I love being there at the crack of dawn and helping the people set up their yard sale. I have done that many times. Get out there and like, yeah, and she's like, well, the yard sale doesn't start till 7 and it's 6:15. I was like, yes, ma'am, I know. Do you need help setting up any tables or anything like that? And usually they will just put me to work. So, and that's good. So I will, look who it is. There's Miss Picker sneaking in.
pumpkin.
Let me see.
I'm not finished, but
Let me see.
it's gonna go here. And then he's gonna have trash all around.
Let me see. All right. Can y'all see this? This is my wife's Oscar the Grouch. She made this. Okay, she bought the trash can, but this is actually a pumpkin. And she is entering into a pumpkin contest at work. And in order for her to win the contest, she needs everybody to go vote. So where do they go vote?
I don't know yet.
She does not know yet.
But I'll let you know.
But she will let us know. But anyway, yeah, this is actually just a pumpkin that she bought. And she has spent hours putting all of the green hair on this pumpkin. And she's going to go back and put some trash around it and, you know, making the actual Oscar the Grouch.
Clean trash.
Yeah, she's going to put clean trash around it. But
Mom wanted to see.
Anyway, thank you for coming out.
Home. Love you.
Love you. Anyway, so that's what she's up to. She is crafty, and she's all the time doing something like that. But yeah, I'm in trouble. Nah, I ain't in trouble. I've been married long enough to know when to keep my mouth shut, when to say something. But no, let me see. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. She every year she joins this contest, and last year she didn't get a chance to because there was a hurricane or something. I don't remember exactly why, but for some reason she didn't get to join the contest last year, and they didn't put it on or something. I don't remember anyway. So your dog's name was Oscar the Grouch? That's funny. That's funny. But the last 3 years that she's entered the contest, she's won the contest. And she's hoping to this year because she'll get $100 gift card. And then it's just something for her company to do, to put on, to kind of like celebrate the holidays and for everybody to join in and just be a part of something other than, you know, their regular 9-to-5 job. So it, like I say, it's just something fun for them to do, and she enjoys it. So I've got a hair in my mustache that keeps tickling my nose. I'm not shaving my mustache. I'm not getting, look at this. See how long her hair is getting? I'm just gonna let it grow, man. I've been bald. See how it's got the receding hairline going on? But anyway, I figured, why not just let the hair grow, let it do its thing. Worst case scenario, if it gets too long and looks too bad, then I can just always cut it back off. Ain't no big deal. Yeah, that's right. They're not just a number in the company. They're actually part of something. And I enjoy it. And I get to help out. And she gets to do most of the work and stuff. But for the most part, like the Oscar the Grouch, she does most of it by herself. Sometimes she does come along. She says, "Hey, I need help doing this or whatever," and that's what I'm here for. I help her out however she needs help. So, and she helps me whenever I need help. So that's who we are, man. Like I said, we've been married going on 20 years. And the first few years were eventful. We had ups and downs, and it was pretty rough, but I was raised to where you stuck it out. You know, if you really love somebody, then you're gonna stick it out with them, and so that's what we did. I mean, and that's we've grown. I don't know how I would ever live without her now. So she's an amazing woman, amazing woman. And she's put up with a lot for me, so I got to give her that. Anyway, um, back to eBay. Yeah, there's a lot of things about eBay that are good. There's a lot of things about eBay that are bad, and you just got to take the good with the bad and make it the best you can. And I keep making sales, so that's always good. I've actually had a lot of sales today. Um, I just sold a season of Grey's Anatomy, 11th season of Grey's Anatomy. Anyway, yeah. Beard Crew at Bruh. What is that? Okay, cool. Yeah, 34 years, man. That's good. Congratulations. It's not very often that you see people together that long anymore. And it's sad to say, but there's so many people that think that, oh, if we don't get along, we'll just get a divorce and move on. And it's sad. That's not the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be for better or worse, sickness and health, rich or poor, until death do you part. And that's kind of the way I believe. So, yeah, we have sick days and we have rich days and we have poor days and we have bad days and we have good days. And in reality, the good days overweigh all the bad days. They overweigh all the poor days. They outweigh all of the rich days. The good days outweigh the fact that I can wake up and know that my wife is beside me in the morning and that she's going to be beside me tonight. And that I know that if something happens and I need somebody to talk to, I've got her there to talk to. And that just, man, that makes my day so much better. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on there, Just Simpson. It's good to have you, buddy. It's been a long time. I hadn't seen you in a lot of my stuff, but man, I'm glad you're here tonight. I hope you enjoy the show. And if there's anybody who wants to get on with me, you can get on with me. Here, look. Let me post this back in the comments for you again. I know everybody's eating and probably fat and sassy right now and not wanting to get on, but if you do want to get on for just a minute, just to say hi and tell everybody who you are, then jump on with me. Like I say, I know y'all are probably tired of hearing me ramble on, but I could ramble on forever about all kinds of stuff. So just because I get on here talking about eBay don't mean that I'm going to stick with eBay. I'll probably end up talking about Star Wars and astronauts and stuff. Just depends. Speaking of Star Wars, if you want to find something that's good to sell on eBay, anything Star Wars, just about. I did go to a yard sale the other day, and this lady had a whole big box full of Star Wars stuff, and she was like, "Yeah, I want $35 for that box of Star Wars stuff." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, let me go look at it." So I get over and looking at it, and it's all junk, man. I mean, there was a Star Wars face mask that was cracked. It had stains all over it. It was in bad shape. She had like a Star Wars puzzle, and of course I scanned it because it had a barcode on it. I scanned it to see how much it was going. It was going for like $6, and I was like, if I were to buy this whole box of stuff, I might get $20-$25 out of it. And I told her, I said, well, I appreciate it, but I'm going to have to pass. So just because it says Star Wars on it, don't mean that it's going to be a great seller. Now, you do have to watch, though, because there are some Star Wars stuff that sells phenomenally. And you don't want to pass them up. But always, always, always scan it or look it up if it's Star Wars stuff. And same thing with Legos. If you get a chance to buy Legos, which I have sold a whole bunch of Legos, and if you can find them with the box, the manual, and all the pieces, then yeah, you're sitting on some money. That way you can always sell the Legos for some reason. I don't know. Legos are a big deal. What's going on, Dad? I'm glad you joined me, buddy. I'm glad you got on here with me. And but no, there's all kinds of stuff. Like here recently, I sold a whole bunch of seasons on DVD. I sold a typewriter this morning. The typewriter I picked up for $10 at a yard sale. You can actually go to my what sold video that I just uploaded like 3-4 days ago. You can go to it and see all of the stuff that I've sold, how much money I made, and that way you can kind of get an idea of a BOLO list and stuff to be on the lookout for. Yeah, it's man, I love this eBay stuff. I love this reselling. It's a lot of fun. Everybody, Roy Hale is my dad. He's the one I was talking about that has gotten into selling on eBay, and he's trying to get his foot in the door and get everything lined out to where he's making some money too. So I'm glad that he got on with us tonight. I know he would join me if he could, but he don't have a camera, I don't think yet. So once he gets a camera and stuff set up, then I'll have him come on live with me if he wants to. But anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna post it again. Here it comes. There it is. All right, somebody click that link. You know you want to. You know you do. You're hesitant. You're deciding whether or not it's a good idea. Look, we only got what 24 more minutes before Nikki T and Rev get on. So once they get on, I got to get off because I'm not gonna get in their airtime. Besides, I'm gonna go over and hang out with them on their live. So I understand. I know it's okay. It's okay. You got to let that food digest for a little while. It's all right. But anyway, no, I appreciate everybody getting on here with me. Like I said, and if there's anything that y'all want to talk about, leave a comment in the comment box, and we'll discuss it. Like if there's anything you want to talk about shipping, I had to get on a live this morning. Usually, whenever I ship stuff, I will ship stuff that is hey, what's going on, buddy?
Not much, sir. How you doing? Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, man. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, name's Tim. I live out in Jacksonville, Illinois, middle of cornfields and bean fields. Truck driver by trade. Currently home for medical issues, and found this resale community last winter. Started watching different people on YouTube and have come to make some pretty good friends, throughout the community, talking to different folks, interacting with folks. So yeah, I don't resell, not yet anyhow. Who knows down the road? Depends on what my health does. But yeah, I just enjoy watching what everybody does and how they do things.
Yeah,
learn stuff. So
I understand that. Yeah, I used to be a truck driver too.
Oh yeah?
Yes, sir. I used to drive anything that if it had wheels on it, I'd drive it.
Yep.
Anything in tanker trucks or the flatbed trucks to rock trucks to everything.
Yep.
And that's what my dad does now. Roy, that's what he does. He's a truck driver.
Okay.
And if you got to have truck drivers, man. In one way or another, you got to have products in the stores and
that's right.
Fuel in the gas tanks. So
yep. I mean, yeah, I've been coast to coast a few times. Mostly, a lot of my stuff's been all local stuff within probably 1,000 miles of home. You know, day 2 out, back, whatever. But I enjoy it. I've been doing it since 1989, so something's got to be good about it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Did I hear you were a equipment operator?
Yes, sir. That's what I was doing right before I got into reselling.
Okay,
And
that's what I thought I heard earlier today that you
yeah,
operated equipment. Yeah, the
um,
the company the company I work for right now is a construction company. I drive a dump truck for them. Lease out to haul asphalt, rock, dirt, whatever. But we've got several pieces of equipment and stuff. And one of our operators that sadly was just a couple years younger than me had passed away 2 weekends ago out of
no,
nowhere.
no, that's not good. I hate to hear
No,
that.
but he is one of the best operators I think I've ever come across in all the years I've been around construction.
Yeah, yeah. That's whenever we had the last layoff for the company that I worked for. Originally, we had like 450 people, and then
Yeah.
we dropped it down to about 300 people with the first layoff, and then we got down all the way to like like was it 27 people,
Oh
25,
wow.
27 people, something like that.
Yeah.
And they come in and asked, said, we've got to do another layoff. This is the last one. Who wants to go? And at the time, I was sick a lot. And I told them, I said, yeah, put me on the list.
Right.
And they're like, well, no, we don't want to put you on the list. I was like, yeah. I said, go ahead and put me on the list. And he said, I hate to see you go. He said, but as soon as the work picks back up, he said, we'll holler back at you. So,
Right.
and I got a phone call about 3 or 4 days ago saying that work's fixing to pick back up. So I should be getting a phone call in the next couple of days to go
Cool.
back to work. So, I
Cool.
mean, right now I'm just enjoying the reselling and
Right.
doing the reselling the best I can, making some extra money. But
Right.
if I get a chance to go back to work full time and do this on the side, then I'll probably do that because I
Yeah.
mean I was
I
making
don't blame you. You got to have that steadiness too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
And
right.
from what I've been watching with everybody, it's not always steady doing the reselling and stuff.
Well, that's right. I mean, like one week you might get 5 sales, the next week you might get 50 sales,
Right.
and but you may go 3 weeks where you don't get any sales. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Exactly.
it's just hit or miss, man.
Yep.
But yeah, uh, like I said, they should be calling me back, and I've been thinking about it, and I'm probably will go back just because it's good income, and then I can actually invest more money into this,
Right.
so I can build my
10
stock
years
up
down the
more.
road or whatever, you can
Yeah,
you have a nest egg. Yeah.
but uh, I just I don't know. I enjoy my freedom right now to where I can just sit back and do what I want to do, but. There's a lot of times that I'm sitting here in this building too, and I run out of stuff to list. And I've been through all my listings and I've got them all fixed up to where I think they're good. And then I'm
Right.
just sitting here and I don't have anything else to do. And I'm like, man, I wish I had something to do. So yeah, I figure I'll probably go back to work. But
Right. But no, I was putting in the chat earlier, like around here, we've got what they call, well, it used to be called bargain barns. Now they're like uh, resale or discount shops, like oh, big lots or something like that. I hear a few people here and there talk about like a big lots. They find certain things there that they
yeah,
resell, but here, they're just like a little mom and pop type place where they get, maybe seconds from some place and they sell, for a dollar over what they paid for it. But, they may be seconds, but they're still good stuff. That's why I was,
yeah.
saying, like a bargain barn type place or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, there's a place that I go to in a little town next to me. And I don't honestly, I don't know how they make any money because I went in there the other day and I bought 2 Nintendo Wii games. They're brand new, still have the wrappers on them. I mean, mint condition games. And whenever I got up there to check out, the lady said that'll be 7 cents. And I said, 7 cents for both these games? She said, yes, sir. And I said, oh, okay. So I just give her $1. And I said, here, keep the change. And, but every time I go in there, I pay 7 cents, or I pay 14 cents, or I think the most I ever spent was like 23 cents. And I ended up having a whole 2 or 3 bags full of stuff.
Wow.
And that's what I say. I don't know how they make any money.
Yeah,
but they're very sweet people. And I think what it is, I think it's like a government thing to where it's a bunch of elderly people that run it. And I think it helps them. They're all volunteers. And I don't think they get paid. It's just something for them to do. So, but yeah, I mean, like I say, I don't know how they keep the electricity going, you know?
Right. That's a good place to source though, but wow, that's not good for their end.
Yeah. And that's like I always tip them, because it's usually, like I say, just a few cents. And I'll give them $1 or $5 or sometimes $10, just depending on what it is I'm buying. And I give them a fair price. And whenever I give them $5 or $10, their eyes are like, what? You gonna give us that much money?
Yeah.
But, I mean, if it's a good deal for me, I'll pay up and help them.
Oh yeah, and I don't blame you. You know, I'm sure there's folks out there that wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know, not that they won't do it, but they don't do it, they wouldn't do it. You know, they'd run with that 7 cents and then turn that into the 1,000 times profit or whatever.
Yeah, you're right. And that's like if I go to Sonic or I go out to eat, something like that, I always tip the waitress.
Yeah.
And it's because they're there for a job, they're there for money, and there's no sense of me being rude about it. And if I've got a little bit of extra change that can help them out, then why not help them out? So
exactly.
I mean, that's what they're there for, is making money. So
Yep.
But yeah, man, I'm glad you got on here with me. I appreciate it.
Ain't not a problem, sir. You know, not my first one, but of course I'm all scruffy and everything, but
Oh my, look here.
Yeah. Well, years ago I had a beard and long hair and everything, and I got away from it, and I've been pretty well clean shaven ever since. Being laid off from work, or not laid off, but off for work medical. Unless I go to the doctor, I really don't go anywhere. So, it's like, why do I worry about shaving and stuff?
Yeah, that's right.
A couple times a week.
But
so
Nikki T had to go. She said she had to run, but
yeah, they got a premiere coming here in a little bit, I think.
Yeah, they got one coming on at 8.
I like them guys. Her and Dave are really cool.
Yeah, they're really good people. Their morals kind of line up with the same morals that I have. You treat everybody with respect. You try to live your life the best you can, and
yes, sir.
Just because somebody's having a bad day don't mean that they're a bad person. It just means that, hey, everybody has a bad day on occasion.
That's it exactly. Yep.
But,
very much so. Well, I'm gonna hop off here then, Trent. Nice to meet you.
All right, buddy. Nice to meet
I'll look for you in the chats.
All right. Sounds good.
Definitely. All right, bud.
All right,
have
man.
a good night. All right, bye.
All right, bye. That was cool. I enjoy when people get on here with me and visit. I like it. Like I said, I always enjoy getting to meet new people. And every chance I get, my wife said the other day, she said, I don't think that you've ever met a stranger. And I said, a stranger? What's a stranger? And she said, somebody that you ain't met. I said, no, that's just a friend that I hadn't met yet. I don't meet strangers. I meet friends. And that's just my mentality. I mean, anywhere I go, I try to get along with everybody. And honestly, I don't think there's anybody I can't get along with. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there that would get under my skin, but so far I hadn't met them yet. But anyway, I love you too, Dad. I appreciate you getting on here with me. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm fixing to have to get off here because Nikki T and them, they're fixing to go live, and I don't want to miss their live. But small town Pickerz here, Gail. What's going on, girl? She said, "Love you too, Roy." Yeah, anytime you want to get on, Tim, holler at me, buddy. You're more than welcome to get on with me. Like I said, I'm easy to get along with. That's okay. You didn't miss it. You caught the tail end though. But uh, anyway, yeah. If y'all hadn't met my dad, you will soon enough. He's one of a kind. He raised me, so if that tells you anything. So and I think he done a fairly good job. He like I say, he just now got into eBay selling, and he's making some money, starting to get some sales, and we got to get him some more product in there listed. But it's all part of it, man. Take it one day at a time, and see how much money you can make when you get a chance. There's always a way of making money. There's always ways of making money. You just got to figure out how. And if you don't know how, educate yourself. There's so many videos on YouTube that you can watch, and you can learn just about anything you want to learn on YouTube. And that being said, there's no reason why people aren't making money. If you're not making money, then there's only a couple reasons that I can think about that you wouldn't be making money. Either you just don't want to, or you can't read, or you're lazy, or you just don't have time. I mean, who knows? But there's always ways of making money. Like I say, you just got to figure out how. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. But anyway, I appreciate everybody getting on with me tonight. I know I've said that 1,000 times, and I'll probably say it 1,000 more because I don't really have that many people that gets on with me. And but I do appreciate everybody that's watching, everybody that's joined, everybody that's tuned in. And even if you're just sitting there listing products or whatever, and you're just listening, I appreciate you. But anyway, it's been fun. I appreciate you guys. And I think I'm going to end this thing. But I got to say one more thing before I go. No matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing, you are somebody. You are worth something. You have value. You have character. You have a reason to be here. So don't give up. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if for some reason, if you're having issues and you're having problems and you're thinking about, tonight's the night that I'm going to end it all, or I'm just tired of life or whatever, you're tired of struggling, you're tired of bills, you're tired of this, tired of that, I don't know. Whoever's watching this video right now, this is for you. Do not give up. Somebody loves you. Somebody cares about you. Somebody wants you. And I know this just got real, really fast, and I don't know why, but I'm going to say it anyway. Somebody cares about you. Don't give up. You've got a reason to live. You've got a reason to stay active. You've got a reason that people want to hang around. But anyway, I don't know any other way of ending this besides saying be safe, be honest, and to keep picking. All right, guys. Until next time.